guys, and welcome to week 3 of yoga teacher training. So it's actually Friday. I just got done with class and I'm headed over to the ferry. So I decided not to vlog every day of going because I pretty much take the same way. It's the ferry, it's the same route, it's the same stuff. Like, you've seen it. So I'm taking a different route with this video, and let's see if you like it. Alright, so this video is going to be a little bit different. Today is Saturday, and me and Anthony are going to go to the park. He's going to run around with Indy, who's back there, and while I develop some workouts that we can start implementing into our routine, as well as stretching and yoga. So yeah, I thought I'd bring you along for that. So Anthony's doing some laps with Indy, and I'm here with Mav. Hey buddy. And yeah, I've just developed kind of a flow for your lower back and like hamstrings and that sort of thing. I think it will also be really good like practice for me, like cueing and doing that sort of thing. So let's see how it goes.
You look like you're recording. Are you?
Yeah.
Nice. Don't let me mess you up, Emily.
You want to do it with me?
What are you doing?
It's for a lower back.
Sure.
Okay, so first and foremost, kidding. It could go to your knee, it could go to your calf, it could go right down as a kickstand by your foot, or you could bring it all the way up to your inner thigh. So from there, really lift through the hip. Now what a lot of people like to do is shift their hip out as they're pressing, just to keep their balance. But instead of doing that, try to keep your hip as straight as possible and turn in your pelvis. And that will stabilize you. So make sure that you're elongating your spine by lifting that standing hip. Make sure that you're not sinking into it.
Okay. So it's supposed to be, where do you lift from?
What do you mean?
If you're trying to lift.
Oh, when you're trying to lift it. Okay, so what we're trying to get from lifting is a lot of people will do this. Sink into it.
Yeah.
So we don't need you putting all of your weight into that hip socket. So a lot of people will do.
So you mean like try
like
to distribute it with this one, my core?
Right, so you're lifting it up, and you could do that through your lower abs and your back muscles and your glute, and really stabilizing this leg, so pulling up on your kneecap.
Okay.
So like engaging your quad, engaging your lower abs, and engaging your obliques, while also stabilizing by pressing your inner thigh in with your foot. So if you press both of them together, instead of just pressing your foot in, that will stabilize you a whole lot more.
That makes sense.
And if you can, get more surface area on your toes. I can't do that. I can't spread my toes, but some people can.
Okay.
So find your gravity. Most of the time it's staring just right outside of your good.
Let us go down right
Yeah, just come gently down. Yeah, really good.
Good morning. It is Sunday and I'm on the 7:20 a.m. ferry over to Seattle for the full day of class. So yesterday was actually a lot of fun, just being out in the park and kind of teaching Anthony some of the proper alignments and where he should be filling things, and just kind of going through the poses. Not only is it helping him, but it actually is really helping me through my yoga teacher training, because like I would cue him into certain positions and he'd be like, well, what do you mean by that? And I was like, that's a good question. Let me try to explain it a little bit better. So it's getting my cueing better, it's getting my just understanding, overall understanding of the human anatomy and how it relates to yoga. So I'm like putting what I'm being taught into practice with my boyfriend, which is not as scary as I thought it would be. I'm much more comfortable with him and I can talk to him, and you know, and he gives really good feedback and questions and advice and that sort of thing. So it was really fun yesterday. The other thing that was really fun yesterday was just kind of like playing around. So we did, of course I only got vertical footage of it, but I did like climb on him and like try to do like couple poses. He's not quite there yet, and I'm not quite there yet either. Like my arm strength and that sort of thing. But anyways, we're getting there and it's been really fun. But right now I have breakfast finally. This morning when I woke up, I just put some strawberries and yogurt into this and have, there's the sun, just like granola and coconut flakes in there. So, all right, so I am going to eat my breakfast and then go to class. Bye. Can't really see my face. No. So it's lunchtime. So I already like packed my lunch. Just a little Chipotle that I had left over from last night. But they have really good banana bread here that they make themselves. So eating that, and this, I'm really liking this kombucha. So, the flavor is really, really nice. It's not very vinegary, and it has like a nice carbonation to it. So I've been enjoying that a lot. But yeah, so I don't have really anywhere to go. So while I have the space that we're in right now, you might not recognize it. We're actually in one of the other studios for today. But anyways, I'm by myself here. I think the teacher might come back shortly. I know she was eating lunch here too, but I'm just gonna read through my book, which I am loving, by the way. It's The Yoga of the Subtle Body by T.S. Little. And we're starting from the ground up through poses. So that's why I was just doing tree pose. And one really fun pose that I just got acquainted with was either twisting or dancing Shiva. That's where you grab your foot and you do a twist over to the side. That one's actually really fun. And I always saw it in like Instagram pictures, and I was like, wow, that looks really hard. But it's not. It's actually, at least for me, I find it not as hard as it might look like it is. Same with Warrior 3. That one I think is more difficult than twisting or dancing Shiva, in my opinion. So yeah, just kind of having some fun with it. After yesterday with Anthony, my body is like, whew, you did some yoga yesterday, and then the class. So and then sitting in here, I have yoga blocks that I'm sitting on, and you probably see that everyone else has yoga blocks that they're sitting on, just to make sitting better. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. This room that we're in just for class, because I think there's like private, or there's a workshop that's going on in the class that we're normally in, like the studio that we're normally in. And so for today, we're in this one. I think they do like power yoga with like weights or sculpt yoga or something like that in here. So for this video, I kind of just wanted to branch out and show a little bit more of what I do. I'm still getting into a routine, and like today we were going over philosophy, and then this afternoon it's back bends. So for the philosophy part, if I can speak, philosophy part, we were going over some of the sutras. And when we were going over that, she also mentioned having a morning routine. And I actually do kind of have one already, as you saw in my like yoga room, that I've been, incorporating, putting the coffee maker in there and rearranging and getting more bolsters and that sort of thing. So getting that all set up so that I can have a good space for a morning routine. So I think what I'm gonna do is the next video, I think it's going to be episode 9, will be my morning yoga routine that I do and variations of it. So next week, the episode is going to be all kind of framed around my morning routine as a yogi in training. But yeah, so I look forward to doing that for you guys, and I might just end this video here. We're gonna go over back bends. If I have anything else to say, I'll be sure to let you know. But until then, subscribe. Of course, follow me on Instagram. That is where I post to my story every day, very often. So yeah, so there's that, and I hope you're enjoying. I'm enjoying making these and editing them, and going through this yoga teacher training. I have learned so much about my body and about my mind, and just in the 3 weeks that I've been doing this, I can definitely see a change, not only in my body, like, yeah, we've already talked about that, but also in my mindset, and I can see it being a very positive thing for my relationship with Anthony. And from yesterday, he was very enthusiastic about doing yoga and continuing with it and incorporating it into his training lifestyle, which is all very much about routine and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm really excited about where this is taking me and Anthony, and yeah, I'm just really excited for it. Anyways, yeah, so